Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt the heaviness pressing down on you? Or maybe you've experienced that inexplicable lightness when meeting someone for the first time? That's not coincidence. It's not just in your head. That's your vibrational energy interacting with the invisible forces that surround and permeate everything in our existence. Your vibrational energy isn't just abstract spiritual talk. It's a force as real as gravity, but infinitely more personal. And like a radio signal, you're constantly broadcasting it to the universe. But here's where most people get trapped. The world has convinced us that our vibration is something we need to force higher through endless positivity and exhausting spiritual practices. They sell us techniques, affirmations, and relentless good vibes only approaches that leave us more exhausted and inauthentic than when we started. This is the great deception. What if I told you that permanently raising your vibration has nothing to do with adding more to your life and everything to do with releasing what weighs you down? The highest vibration isn't achieved, it's revealed. It's your natural state when you stop doing all the things that suppress it. While others exhaust themselves climbing the mountain of forced, high vibrations, what if your journey was about coming home to what's already within you? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 3 vital layers of your vibrational field and the counterintuitive secrets to letting your natural high frequency emerge effortlessly. Your vibration isn't just a single note. It's a symphony playing across 3 dimensions: physical, emotional, and spiritual. Most approaches fail because they only address one layer while ignoring the others. But the greatest obstacle to your highest vibration isn't your negativity. It's your misguided attempts to control your energy through force. Let me show you why this approach is keeping you trapped in cycles of energetic highs and crashes. What if everything you've been taught about raising your vibration has actually been keeping you from your natural high-frequency state? And what if the path to that state requires doing less, not more? The first layer of your vibration is physical, the soil beneath your feet. Your body isn't just carrying your consciousness, it's generating vibrational energy through every cell, every movement, every breath. When your physical vibration is congested, you feel heavy, tired, and disconnected from your power. Your body literally becomes a lower frequency transmitter. Yet most spiritual approaches ignore this fundamental layer. Your emotional vibration is the second layer, the weather patterns of your inner world. Each emotion carries its own frequency. Contrary to popular belief, so-called negative emotions aren't inherently low vibrational. It's your resistance to them that creates the energetic block. That good vibes only approach you've been taught, it's actually lowering your vibration by creating resistance. True high vibration comes from emotional fluidity, allowing all feelings to be acknowledged and flow through you without judgment. The third layer is spiritual. Your connection to something greater than yourself, your sense of purpose, your place in the universe. It's not about religious dogma, but about recognizing that you are both unique and inseparably connected to the whole. When these three layers are in alignment, physical vitality, emotional fluidity, and spiritual connection, you don't have to try to raise your vibration. Your natural high frequency emerges effortlessly. But when any layer is neglected, your energy becomes fragmented. Now, let me introduce you to what I call the do-nothing method, a revolutionary approach to permanently raising your vibration, not by adding more spiritual practices, but by identifying and releasing what's keeping your natural high frequencies suppressed. The first principle is subtraction, not addition. Most approaches fail because they keep piling on new techniques without first removing what's draining your energy. What if your vibration isn't too low, but simply weighed down? The second principle is stillness before movement. When you stop frantically trying to fix your energy, the mud settles and clarity emerges. The universe has a natural tendency toward harmony when we stop disrupting it with constant doing. The third principle is micro-joy, not macro-forcing. Your vibration responds more powerfully to 10 seconds of genuine joy than to hours of forced positive thinking. The small, authentic pleasures, a sunset, a deep breath, a moment of laughter, are the true gateways to sustained high vibration. This approach isn't instant gratification, but rather natural unfolding. Like a seed that contains all it needs to become a mighty tree, your highest vibration is already within you. Your task isn't to force growth, but to remove the obstacles and create the conditions for what's already there to emerge. Let me ask you, which path resonates more deeply with you? The exhausting climb up the mountain of spiritual self-improvement, or the gentle descent into your natural state of flow? The striving for perfection, or the release into authenticity? In the next part of our journey, we'll explore exactly how to apply the do-nothing method to each layer of your vibration: physical, emotional, and spiritual. You'll discover specific practices for subtraction, stillness, and micro-joy that will permanently shift your frequency without exhausting your spirit. Let's begin with your physical vibration, the foundation that everything else builds upon. Your body isn't separate from your spiritual energy. It's the very vessel through which that energy expresses itself. The first step in the do-nothing method for your physical vibration isn't adding more demanding exercise routines or strict diets. It's identifying and removing what's actively lowering your physical frequency. 3 common physical drains to consider removing: inflammatory processed foods that create static in your system, digital overstimulation that fragments your energy, and insufficient rest that prevents your body from recalibrating to its natural high frequency. The second principle, stillness before movement, is profoundly physical. Your body knows how to heal and raise its frequency when you create space for it to do so. Deep rest isn't laziness. It's strategic vibration raising. The third principle, micro-joy, works wonders for physical vibration. Instead of grueling workouts you dread, Find movement that brings genuine pleasure, even if just for moments. The feeling of sun on your skin, a deep breath, a gentle stretch. These micro moments of physical joy raise your vibration more powerfully than hours of forced exercise. When you combine these three approaches, removing physical drains, allowing for deep rest, and embracing micro joys, your physical vibration naturally rises to its optimal state. Not through force, but through allowing your body's innate intelligence to express itself. Now let's explore your emotional vibration, perhaps the most misunderstood layer. The greatest myth in vibrational teaching is that certain emotions are high vibe, while others are low vibe. This creates a war within yourself that actually lowers your frequency. The first application of subtraction for emotional vibration is removing the need to appear positive all the time. Toxic positivity, forcing yourself to seem happy while suppressing authentic feelings, creates massive energetic blocks. True high vibration comes from emotional honesty, not emotional performance. Another crucial subtraction is removing judgment about what you feel. When you stop labeling emotions as good or bad and simply experience them as energy in motion, your vibration naturally rises. It's your resistance to emotions, not the emotions themselves, that creates density in your field. The stillness principle for emotional vibration means creating space to feel without immediately reacting. When an emotion arises, rather than rushing to fix it or push it away, simply witness it. This witnessing presence is a high vibrational state that allows emotions to move through you rather than getting stuck. The micro-joy principle is powerful for emotional vibration. Instead of forcing yourself to be positive, look for small moments of genuine emotional pleasure. A heartfelt laugh, a moment of real connection, a flash of gratitude. These authentic emotional experiences, however brief, do more to raise your vibration than hours of affirmations. When you stop fighting your emotional nature and instead allow yourself to be authentically human, removing judgment, witnessing what arises, and savoring genuine emotional pleasures, your emotional vibration naturally finds its optimal frequency, not through control, but through freedom. Finally, let's explore your spiritual vibration, your connection to something greater than yourself, your sense of meaning and purpose. This is where many spiritual seekers focus all their attention, yet they often approach it in ways that actually block the very connection they seek. The subtraction principle is powerful here. What if your spiritual vibration is already perfect, just covered by layers of spiritual striving? Consider removing spiritual materialism, the collection of practices, tools, and beliefs that have become a new form of ego. The path to higher vibration might involve doing less spiritual work, not more. Another crucial subtraction is releasing spiritual expectations. When you meditate, pray, or connect with nature with specific outcomes in mind, you create resistance to what is. True spiritual connection happens when you drop the agenda and simply open to what's already here. The stillness principle is the heart of spiritual vibration. Instead of constantly seeking, simply be. Spiritual energy flows most freely when you create space for it through presence. This isn't passive, it's the most active form of receptivity. When you stop the spiritual searching and rest in awareness itself, your natural spiritual vibration emerges. The micro-joy principle reveals that spiritual connection doesn't require grand experiences. A moment of wonder at a flower's perfection, a brief feeling of unity while watching the stars, a flash of insight during a quiet moment. These micro-experiences of spiritual connection do more to raise your vibration than elaborate rituals or practices. When you combine these approaches, removing spiritual complications, resting in receptive presence, and savoring small moments of genuine connection, your spiritual vibration naturally aligns with its highest potential. Not through more spiritual doing, but through allowing what's already there to shine through. Now that we've explored each vibrational layer individually, let's bring them together. True vibrational mastery comes from integration. Understanding that your physical, emotional, and spiritual energies are not separate, but parts of a unified whole. When your physical body is nourished and rested, your emotional capacity expands. When your emotions flow freely, your spiritual connection deepens. When your spiritual sense of purpose is clear, you naturally care for your physical vessel. This virtuous cycle is the secret to permanently high vibration. Most approaches to raising vibration fail because they focus exclusively on one layer while neglecting the others. Spiritual practices without physical care lead to disconnection. Physical health without emotional honesty creates inner conflict. Emotional work without spiritual purpose lacks depth. True vibrational mastery requires honoring all three. Let's address a crucial truth. Even with this approach, you will experience dips in your vibration. This isn't failure. It's part of the natural rhythm of energy. The difference is that when you understand the do-nothing method, you don't panic or try to force yourself back up. You trust the process. During low periods, simply return to the principles. What can I subtract that's draining me? Where can I create stillness? What small, authentic joys can I embrace? Trust that, like all natural systems, your energy will return to its optimal state when you stop interfering with its innate intelligence. As you practice this approach, you'll develop vibrational resilience, the ability to maintain your frequency even amid challenging circumstances. Not because you're forcing positivity, but because you've removed the internal obstacles to your natural high vibration and trust its inherent stability. As your vibration stabilizes at a higher frequency, you'll notice something remarkable. You naturally influence the energy of those around you. Without trying to change anyone, your presence becomes an invitation for others to release what weighs them down. This is how genuine transformation spreads, not through preaching, but through being. Your relationships will transform as your vibration stabilizes. You'll naturally attract people who resonate with your authentic energy, while relationships based on obligation or habit may fall away. This isn't something you force. It's the natural result of honoring your true frequency. As your sensitivity to energy increases, you'll become more discerning about what and who you allow into your field. Setting clear boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for maintaining your vibration and being your best for others. Remember, you can love people without absorbing their energy. A key to maintaining high vibration is understanding that you're both a transmitter and receiver of energy. Many empathic people deplete themselves by constantly giving without receiving. True vibrational mastery includes the wisdom of energetic sustainability, knowing when to pour out and when to fill up. One of the most powerful ways to maintain your vibration is reconnecting with nature's rhythms. The natural world operates at an inherently high frequency. By aligning your sleep, activity, and rest with natural cycles, you effortlessly synchronize with these supportive energies. We've come full circle in our exploration of permanent vibrational raising. We began by challenging the conventional wisdom that raising your vibration requires constant effort and positivity. Instead, we've discovered that your highest frequency emerges naturally when you stop doing the things that suppress it. The invitation before you now is simple but profound. Will you continue down the path of effortful spiritual striving, constantly trying to fix and improve your vibration? Or will you embrace the do-nothing method, the path of subtraction, stillness, and authentic joy that allows your natural high frequency to emerge? Remember, your highest vibration isn't something you achieve through endless doing. It's your natural state when you remove what blocks it. Like a stream that flows freely once obstacles are cleared, your energy naturally rises to its optimal frequency when you stop interfering with its intelligence. This approach doesn't promise instant transformation. Like any natural process, it unfolds in its own time. But unlike approaches based on forcing and striving, it's sustainable because it works with your nature rather than against it. It's the difference between pushing a boulder uphill and allowing a flower to bloom. I invite you to experiment with this approach for just one day. Notice what you can subtract rather than add. Create moments of stillness. Savor authentic micro-joys. Observe how your energy responds, not to what you do, but to what you stop doing. This simple shift in perspective might be the key that unlocks your natural high vibration permanently. Your highest vibration isn't waiting in some distant future after years of spiritual work. It's here now, beneath the layers of complication we've added. When you trust the wisdom of your own energy and allow it to flow naturally, you discover a profound truth. You were never broken. You were just temporarily disconnected from your own brilliance.